Okay. I do hope that I'm coming through pretty clear. Maybe the audio's a bit too high. Music. Give me a second. I'm just getting the groove. Getting the groove. Okay. Yeah, maybe that is a bit. Maybe that's better? I don't know. Right. We are go. So, since we did pretty much picking up where we left off yesterday with the organ prop, I don't even have the engine running yet. So let's do that now. For my next environment for Unreal Marketplace, the church, if it loads. I might be a bit slow this morning. Literally just had an apple. Oh, hello, printer. Bye, printer. Okay. So we are back making the organ. I know that's like a really crappy test model there, but we've adjusted some scales, we've changed some sizes, added some detail. We need to finish cleaning it up and then work on a high poly. And then go back to the low poly and UV and bake and paint and then import. It's still a long process. But yeah. Where do I want to start? It's always just like trying to find my place where I got up to last. I was doing like this footwell where these pedals are. Cut all these lines here. Is this on? No, it's not. Okay. Let's just attack it here. Maybe we want to start doing the pedal as well. I should open up my references for this so I can see exactly how this looks. Where are we? Yeah. Then he got a very horrible tight angle of one. And I think I should leave that to like the texturing process and the high poly. I should clean up this mesh though. Let's leave it quad though. See if we can just chuck a bevel on it. A lot smaller than that. Sweet. I don't know if I want to just cut around where this... Is that even necessary? Might make my life easier later on. I do that. I'm just going to cut a nice frame for this. Something like that. Just so I can select these... well, there'll be triangles when they're triangulated, but I can select that area and put a different texture on it easier. I'm sure there's a different way of doing it, but I think that'll be the easiest. I say different texture, I mean like a different material in substance. Well, you'll see when we come to that. Fix this table. I bet this still has all the faces around the edges as well. Yes, it does. We should isolate some of these things. We should just start naming stuff so I can hide stuff. Let's start putting them in a folder where I can hide them and then work through them one by one. So we'll call this one low poly. This is the top. I consider that okay. Got this bit. Is that all connected? We need to connect this to this. And clean up my edges here. Hold on. Gimme. Maybe a bit thicker than that. Say like 1.5. Perfect. Not perfect. Almost perfect. Okay. What would we call these things? Side panels. I think I spelled panels wrong. Doesn't matter. It's one N. Is it one N or two N's? I think it's one. We can get rid this piece as well, I think. Like main body. As you see, when I'm just like making everything, I'm just adding cubes to like and primitives. I'm just not renaming anything. It's just becoming just a nightmare to organize. I don't think. Yeah. So the back of these aren't really shown. But the side is. One of the sides is. I don't think the bottom is either, so we can get rid of that. I'm wondering if I should cut around this. Might save me some texture space later. Let's cut there and there. Take a big chunk out of it. It's more polys, but it's less texture space. I think that's more important than polygons. We can clean up this topology later. Bevel. Wonder if is there something on top of that? There is. We don't need that either. All that. Side panel 2. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? There you are. Oh, hey. Sorry, I'm not really looking at the chat. I'm just like, it's way on the other side of the screen. But hi, Septic. Hi, Septic Falcon. I'm doing well, thank you. I'm doing very well. Just messing around this morning. Just trying to finish this model. I want to at least get this low poly. I call it low poly, but it's like a very high poly nanite model. It's like in between low and high. But what kind of church doesn't have an organ? And I don't, it's just a nightmare to begin with something like this because of all the little switches and notches and little buttons and everything. So let me organize my scene so I can hide all this stuff. And anyway, I just feel like I'm repeating myself. But hello. Welcome. Right, we can... I think we can get rid of these back bits. This piece. I think it even has a bottom, which doesn't need a bottom. It looks mental with all the keys. Oh, this isn't even half of it. See, I've like... These are all the, like, the repeating bits. So I'll just texture one of them. And then we can just copy them around. That's the plan, but unfortunately, like... There's a lot of, like, text on these things. And I don't know... I don't know if it's worth adding them. Like, if you look at, like these levers, for example, they all have different things on it. I just don't know if it's worth using the texture space just to put all that text on it. And also, I don't really have a very good reference of what the text would say, so I'd have to just put like gold, like just random stuff. I've never touched an organ, so I don't know what it's like. Just going off these pictures. Yeah, I just don't know if it's necessary. I was going to just chuck a blanket over the top of it and just call it a day. Like a dusty rag. That'll save me a lot of time. Right, where are we going with this? We need to weld. I want to weld these two together, to be honest. It's been such a... Go there. That's the next bit. I'm literally just placing them on top of each other. Now combining together. We want to merge it by distance. It's this one. This morning, man. Where is my brain? This is a groovy tune. We should put some cut lines here. Well, don't do that. Don't do that. We'll just leave it for now. Let's add my favorite. This hasn't welded at the bottom, has it? No, you haven't. Because it's slightly out. Yeah. A dusty cloth on this might actually look better. That's what I'm thinking. So no one plays the organ anymore. Just put a dusty cloth over it. This might actually be welded. It's... I'm guessing this one is too. Yep. Let's bend all these edges. So we have some nice... We have some nice smooth edges. Oh, we can turn this back on. That one. Two. This one angle, we want to put it on weight. Sweet. Nice, that looks nice. What would you call that thing? Full switch case. Just making up names for these things. I'm sure there's technical names for them. Right. I'm sure this church will fit quite well in your game. I mean, the whole building is done. Almost done, I should say, actually, because I haven't done anything in the bell tower. Because simply I just don't know what's gonna. I don't know what goes on up there. I haven't really thought it out yet, so I just thought I'll leave that for another time. But there's a staircase up to most of it. Then you got the entrances, the front. You got a side door. You got this back door here, and also with the ramp on this side door. The rooms. I showed this off yesterday, but I'll just show it again. My throat today. Excuse me. Anyway, it's a cool little building. I say little. It's probably the biggest building I've ever done. Right. Don't need the sides of this one. Let's do this one. That. Mirrored is mirrored. This like that. Which I call that tabletop. So many little bits. Should probably do this now. At the moment, we're using assets we have at hand for placeholders, and we're not happy with them, but can't do a lot about them at the moment. Yeah, there's just a lot of. There's a lot of junk. Like, there's a lot of junk you can find on Marketplace. I don't want to sound like a Marketplace snob. There is a lot of junk on there. Yeah, we can weld these together, actually. Say weld, I mean just join them. Select. Be lazy about it. Okay. Ooh, that's not done it. Wrong thing. It's normal. Sweet. I don't like how it's done like this sharpness in the corner. Sometimes you can change that. Like this is nicer. Cool. What would you call that? Book holder. It's probably not the name for it. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Wait a minute. Let me just catch up on this chat. I was like, we're using the house. I was using the houses that were okay, but then I noticed the scale was off massively. Then my engineer said, I did buy this one too, and it was yours. There's not many good like building packs out there because buildings are just really difficult to do. I think they're very difficult to do. I think that's the reason why people don't do them. Or they'll do like the exterior. I can knock out exteriors pretty easily. It's just when you want to put all the guts inside, that's when it becomes like very difficult. You know, these things take ages to make. I was hoping to get this one done like before Christmas, but I'm still here. Yeah, still working on it. I should be on like the tail end of it, but I feel like it's going to run into January or something. Sweet. That's good to hear that you like all my stuff, to be honest. I know it's not like super post-apocalyptic stuff, but after working on Miscreated for like, God, how many years was I on that? I mean, I wasn't modeling on there, but I was building the world, and I was like, I kind of tired of doing like super post-apocalyptic stuff. But I don't know, maybe I should revisit that. I don't really want to make like what I've got existing and then turn it into a post-apocalyptic thing, because I don't know, maybe that will undervalue what I've done. I'm not quite sure. My headspace on it is like, well, if there's two versions of the same pack, someone's going to buy one or the other. They're not going to buy both. So I don't know if it makes much business sense to do it. I have to think like this now, because this is my bread and butter, to be honest. Think. What do you call them? Key sides. Wonder if we just texture one, because they're all the same. I don't know if we should texture each individual key. I might have to separate them. What a bugger. Sorry about that. My sister is working from home today, so she's like bothering me. She's like lodging with me at the moment. Excuse me. Let's join these two together. Keyboard 10. Keep that at the top of my list. I'm really crap at like looking at the chat and trying to catch up, but. And by far the best quality on the store. I always shout at you out for any other devs looking for stuff. That's great. Yeah, well, I love your work on that. Well, we're doing really well. We're doing super well. I mean, it's only me right now who's working on prop house stuff. But the business has done better than I thought. But, you know, it's taken us 3 years to get where we are. It's just a uphill climb, to be honest. Yeah. Anyway. I don't know what I was trying to say with that, but... What else do I want? What else do I want? We just want one of these, I think. I find it quite difficult to like. Maybe I'll get better with time. It's like to talk and work. We used to do it before. All your hard work is paying off, which is amazing to hear. You deserve it. Thank you. I mean, it's my job now. This is my job. Like, I can actually live off it, which is really good. It just means I can just make more stuff. It's just really nice. I feel super comfortable now. I don't have to worry about, you know, trying to pay bills and things. I don't have to worry about so much. I mean, when I first started, it was very, very difficult because you start with zero. And I think you'll probably understand this. It's like you need to make content to sell, but while you're making that content, you're not getting paid for the content you're making, if that makes sense. I mean, it's kind of how the games industry works. You know, they don't get their paycheck until the game is finished or is selling. So, but now to have like a comfortable amount of money coming through from the sales, that I can keep doing this without having to have a second job or something else. It just feels right. Feels nice. Feels cozy. And what do we want to call this thing? Leg. Let's call it a leg. Top. This one's done. Let's clean up this one. The legs. Sharp edges. The bevel. Here. We go. Where's the smooth? Where's the, oh my god, brain. It's there. Call this a leg. It looks like a leg. Leg of a table. Call this a leg bottom or something. I'm just making up names just so I just sort of know what they are. I don't know what you'd call this. I've got to pop out for a bit, but we'll try catching the future streams. So you keep up the amazing work. Thanks, man. Thanks for stopping by. Anyway, it's really nice to chat with you. It's a pleasure as always. Hopefully, I'll do more of these in the future. I'm just literally just starting out on it. I just kind of want to bolster the YouTube. I mean, I got a decent YouTube channel, and I just feel like I could do more with it. And I may as well, you know, stimulate my mind, chat to people, reach out. It's better than me just posting pictures on Twitter of like what I'm working on. It's just for people to like actually see what I'm doing. I think that's more exciting. And it's kind of fun for me. I mean, if it wasn't fun for me, then I wouldn't do it. Wait. Where is it? Where is it? I keep doing this. You need to come out of edit mode, then go into it. Maybe that doesn't need to be so beveled as the other ones. Because it is quite sharp. It's nice to have something there. What you call that? Alright, just a few more pieces to go. I wonder what else I need to model on this thing. There's a bunch of labels and things on top. This, I don't know what that is. I've been looking at other organs just to see, but it doesn't, they're all different. They're all very, very different. Like this one's different from the others, and all the buttons are in different places, or it has different types of buttons. It's really difficult. Very difficult model to make. Just check the weighted normal on this one. Is it like pedal like that, or is it pedal? I'm really bad at spelling this morning, so forgive me. Forgive me if I spell something incorrect. It's only for my reference anyway, it's not for yours. So don't get mad. I think it's AL. Pedal. Pedal or pedal. Do I even know how to English? Get rid of these edges here. Oh, there's only one. Why is that? I wonder. Dissolve. Okay. I think we can just select the whole thing here. Bevel that. Da, da, da. Sweet. Okay. Do you need to clean up this back here? Actually, I don't think it needs... No, it does. It does need cleaning. We need to select all these because they're going through this solid piece here, which isn't good. Shouldn't be doing that. Don't need it to do that. I think there's a lot more to clean up on this piece than I think. Looks like I've just chucked it together pretty quickly, so there's like gaps here. And I don't think we need like the edges of all of them. Right, let's move this first. Thinking now. It's the best way to do this. shuffle that. Is this on? It's on closest. It's because it's on an angle, isn't it? I think we just have to kind of smooge it in by eye. Still not perfect though, is it? Maybe it doesn't need to be. Oh no, it's fine now. I have this little gap here, which we can correct. Someone rushed this bit, didn't they? That's what it looks like. Squidge that there. Give me that back, actually. I can delete it. No one's ever going to see that. Squidge out there. And delete. That's one out of... Oof. A lot. Oh, hey, mate. Console's back. How we doing? How we doing? Welcome. I'm just cleaning up the mesh so I can prep it for... So I can prep it to UV it. Which is a fun job. It's necessary, isn't it? It's a necessary evil. Yeah, it's still there. Okay. Just fixing all these bottom pedals. They're all a bit crap. Don't think I need that bit. No. Should just duplicate these. No, I can't. They're all at different angles. It's just... If you look at an organ, this bottom bit kind of... I'm doing hand gestures like you can see me, but you can sort of see it like gets smaller as it gets closer, because that's how it is. It's like they're all angled like that. Don't know why. And a clue why. Just is. So it's just like a funny shape. When you don't have everything completely straight, it can be a little bit awkward. Can be. Because all I did was build it straight and then put a lattice modifier on it to squish it at the end. I'll just move that in a little bit. Which is probably not the best way of doing it, but it's the way I've done it. I really don't claim to be like the best modeler in the world, but I try. Everyone makes little tiny mistakes, and if it looks the part and nobody notices, I think if you go through any big budget game and you look at some of their models up close, or their texturing, anything, just have a look at them up close. I think you start to see. I mean, it's becoming increasingly more difficult to see in some games, but you'll notice it if you know what you're looking for. Right. That's good. Just like a lot more to go. Just double checking everything, because there's no point in me putting it all together, calling it a day, and then only just to find all these errors later on. I do want to get rid of all these faces that you can't see, because I want to save as much UV space as possible for more important things. So you get more clarity in the texture. I don't want to be wasting it on something you can't see, is my point. A little bit of a scratchy cough today. Just a tiny bit of a scratchy cough. There's all these little midgy gaps. We'll come back, we'll clean them. Which way are we going now? Where have I left off here? This is one I haven't done. I know this bit is very mundane, it's very boring. It just has to be done, doesn't it? Do people want to see holes in the mesh? Or clipping? No. I don't think we want to see any of that. Oh my. These little gaps, they always get me. I hope I'm coming through quite clear. I do literally have my mouth on the microphone. Ooh. Where are we? I want that bit. I want that bit. This bit here. I've got it. Move that. I get that for one. I should really separate these and hide them so I can see what I'm doing instead of doing what I'm doing here, which is literally just going inside the mesh like this so I can see it. It's always selecting the one that's in front of it, which is kind of annoying. We got it though. We definitely got it. How about this piece? This is the last one. Let me check on the other side as well. Let me check this bit. Scoot it over. Scoot it over. Get it off me. Just fighting with the grid, the vertex snap. Right. Just quickly looking if I've missed anything. I think this one's the worst one. Ah. That edge. Give me the vertex snap. Sweet. I'm not sure if I should weld them down. I don't know if it's necessary. Don't want to really want to get in there and do that. Not really. I don't think you'll really see under there. I'll have to think about it. Now, select those edges again. Ooh, we don't want these ones though. Don't want you. We don't want you. And you. Don't want any of these. Right, that's good. Now we get the bevel. 2. Sweet. It's looking nice. Let's chuck a weighted normal on that. Oh dear. Okay. Ooh, fancy. What do we call this? What do we call this? Wood pedal. The bench. I think the bench is more or less done. Lapse that. What do you call this? This is the bench. Right, now I just need to do all the little buttons and switches. And I think I need to add some little cubes for these little labels, but I don't think I'm going to put... Just trying to think what's the best way of doing it. I think I'll make one of them that we can just throw around, because there's like a bunch there. And I think there's a bunch on top of these as well. Do we need to... Extremely high poly. For good reason. That's probably where most of the polys are going. Someone will probably think that's crazy. Can we sharp? Put sharp on these. Sharp. Yeah. Not like... Actually, we'll just leave it like that. That's fine. Pull handle, that's what it's called. We want the button. It's on a slight. Make it nice and soft on that bit. And we can sharp these. Sharp. What's it called? Yes, we've already named it. Button, very simply. I don't know what you'd call this thing. Do you need to smooth these bits out though? Sweet. Do we want it that much? Probably. This looks horribly broken as well. I hope it's not. I don't really want to clean this up right now. It's not brilliant. It's not shit at the same time. It's not bad at the same time, really, is it? This is like a weird little... I don't know if that's going to bot. Oh, God. We'll see what happens when it bakes. If it's absolutely horrendous, then I'll do something about it. We name it. Bottom handle thing. Let's see where my mind was. This is like another switch. Another switch. Let's mark. Maybe mark it sharp. Horrible. Not mark it sharp. Oh. Buttons am I pressing? All over the place. Clear sharp. Doesn't look as bad as I thought. Let's roll with that. What did we call it? Call it switches. Let's put that back in low poly. This can almost remain, can't it? Right. There. What's this? Ah. These are all the temp ones. So let's put them in their own folder. Except for this one. This one's not temp. I actually need this one. S. Ooh, okay. On, off, switch. Okay. I mean, it's not 100% cleaned up, but I'm sort of in a position now where I can start making a subdivision version of it and then go back, clean up, UV, pack, bake, paint, import. It's a lot of... It's quite a lot. So, but we got the majority of it done. We do need to put... I think these need to be their own folder. These little... I know where to put them back. This also needs to go. It's a little screen. I don't know what the hell that is. Looks like a screen. Go in there. Make a new folder. Just put all these in there. Because we don't want to bake these individually. We don't want to UV these individually. We just want to do one and then copy them around. But I want to keep the positions of them, so I'm going to keep them there so I know where to place them back later. If that makes sense. Because I've got them here, essentially. And I think it should separate the keys as well. We only need I think we only need like one of these and one of these. The rest is all just the same. I don't think there's anything special about them. But I do need to clean it up a bit. Yeah. Let's take one of those and one of those and then... that. Okay, sweet. Yeah, this key doesn't look very... weirdness going on here. Let's just collapse these. Don't need those extra triangles. There is no point. We'll keep it quad like this though. Nice. Okay. Some oddness to the back as well. Would it work if I collapse? Kind of. Okay. I don't think I need this bit here. I wonder if I should just... Nah, let's get rid of it. Let's just get rid of it. Better. Sweet. So we only texture one of those and one of those. And the rest of it will make it up. I mean, we'll build it again with those pieces that are duplicated. Should save us quite a bit. Now, I think we just need these little labels. Can be bothered. You've got them there, and then you've got them above these as well. So I think I just make one of them. It's literally just a square or a little cube. Let's put that in the center. They're about the same width as these things. Shrink it a little bit. Do you need to reset the rotations on this just in case? Because sometimes you get some weirdness going on if you don't. Like when you try to bevel or try to do something, it can be a bit odd. We need the back. That's it. It's a very boring piece, but it's what we needed. There you go. See, that's what I meant. There we are. Call it label. Just wonder if we should have more than one. If we can write different text on them. Are they just... There's loads. Let's make two of them. So we have like 2 different ones with 2 different types of text on it. 2 different names on it. I don't think anyone's going to look at this that close. I don't think anyone's going to start reading the stuff on the organ. It's sort of just going to be there in the scene. I think that's it. I think that's all I was missing. Ooh, there's like a... Is that a support beam on the bench? It sort of looks like it. Maybe I should stick a support beam on it. I don't think it needs it. Got this big bit at the back. Let's leave it. I think we've captured everything we need in this. Okay, so now we can like move on. We can work on doing the subdivision version. So we can get some really nice curvature maps, some normal maps, and ambient occlusion maps, or as much ambient occlusion maps as we can. And just make it generally look quite nice. Do that. We can do that. I need to make a new folder. We basically need to duplicate each element. Just add a lot of polygons to it. Essentially. There's a lot of pieces as well. These are all our main pieces. So let's start. Start with the bench then. I'm just going to go in order here. Need to copy it. Paste it in here. Need to put a subdivision on it. And this is where it all buggers up. Don't worry about it. We need to add more cut lines. I'm going to turn this off because it kind of gets a bit laggy. So you need to do that. Just add a bunch of cut lines. Just generally clean up the mesh so we can get a nice high. Why has it done that? Hello. Tell you what we're going to do with this. Different on the other side for some reason. Just mirror it the other way. Fixed it. Let's make sure that's fixed on the low poly as well. Looks like I've made a mistake here. See how it's different from this bit? We can fix it pretty easily because it is a symmetrical object. Fixed. All right. This is what happens when you start crawling on everything like like an ant. You start noticing all these little things that you broke. Or you may have overlooked. Okay, let's just add a few more cut lines here. Don't know if that's going to affect it that much. We'll see. Let's have a look. Not bad. You can see how it kind of like curves more when it's supposed to be straight. That's because it's kind of like, I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of like interpolating. between the two when you subdivide it. So there's a combat there, that's why I'm putting these cut lines in it. So now that's more straight, like how I want it. It's just when it bakes, it doesn't retain that sort of curve to it. It keeps it all how I want it to be honest. I think that makes sense. It's like it keeps the shape, it keeps the form. I'm just going to add a few just to help it. There you go. Oof. Just hammering through the list. This is probably one of the more complicated props to make because you've got all these. It's just made up of so many different pieces. It's like if I'm making something that's less complicated, say, like the lamps. you know, that's just made up of a few elements. You've got like the pole in the middle, the top, this bit here, this, and then the glass. And the same with this. I just used the same top, the same pole, and then I made this center structure, and then this candle holder bit. I only made one of them and textured one of them, and then duplicated it around. But you can see like how that is made up of less elements, which just makes it a lot easier. But this is just that on another level. So it just does kind of wear you down a little bit. Like it just takes a bit more care and attention, and it's just a bit more persistence. And this is going to be not fun to do. Because I think I have to sort of try and... Oh, it's awful. What have you done here? Well, the best looking topology. This is absolutely awful. But I don't think it's something many people would notice, but it's just not. I don't like it. Need to make sure there's no smoothing errors with this. So I'm going to get rid of a lot of these triangles and see if I can turn them into quads. Or see if removing these will help. We need the subdivision. Where are we? There we are. Yeah. Let's add a few of these. Let's see how that works. Let's get that there. This one here. That there. See, that looks fixed. This is flat now. Just have to sort out this horrible... because it just doesn't know where to go. So I have to basically guide it. So we get a really nice bake. And my horrible topology won't matter as much. Just have to do the same on all the edges here. Just to pull out all these bits. Did I miss one? Must have. I don't think it matters. We're only using this mesh as like a projection. So it's not too important that it's 100% clean. It does help though. It's not important. As long as in this mode, it looks how we want. So now we've got this beautiful bevel to this. And that will come out quite nicely actually. Great. I think it looks great. Chuck a bit on that. Let's do a bit here too. Just make sure. Sometimes I put it in like a really glossy, because you see on like cylinders, you'll get like this. It's almost like a star. These weird grooves on it. I just do that to it. There you go, and it's pretty much gone. I think I need to add these spirals, to be honest. So let's remove those. Let's make those spirals. So how many we got? 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh. Can I count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got 5 of them. So let's make the center one first. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe make that a bit smaller. Okay. 1. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to select those. I'm going to add a bevel. Then we're going to make a center one. And I think go by normal. Yeah, that's a right angle. And just drag it in slightly. And look at that. So we have those, and that will come up really nice in the high poly bake. It's not something we need on the low poly. It's so small that it will just look nice on here. Just wonder if we want to do a color map so we can pick that out easier afterwards as well. We'll see when we get to that stage. I might have to do one. Ooh, that looks nice. That one's done. What's next? It's the button. Okay. It's good. Not quite sure why that is so. I know why. Doesn't matter anyway, we'll fix that later. Let's put a subdivide on it. Change smooth. Right. Clear the shop. Where is that? We'll be on edge, don't we? Clear. We're going to put a crease here. I'm going to slightly bevel this bit. Shrink that slightly. Going to make like a little indent on the button. I think that makes it look more like you want to push it. I don't know if it will show up, but gonna do it anyway. Let me just stretch a second. There's a lot of like mundane fiddling with these things, but we're powering through. Can't wait to get to the point where it's like where I start putting the materials on it, is where the whole thing just comes together. It's the most exciting part. But you have to do all this to get there. If only those tech bros, those AI kids, would make something that'd help me out here. That would be quite nice. Instead of trying to take people's jobs. Here we go. That'll do. And that. What's next? Ah, keyboard keys. That's high poly. Subdivide. Hello. Oh, great. I wonder why. Ah, I see. Need to weld these together here. Or make a line, I mean. Join them. We're not really going to see under here, I don't think. So it's not entirely important. We'll try and make it the best we can. We'll see once we start baking, like if there's any errors or anything that's visible that's horrendous, then we'll come back to it. But I don't think it'll matter. I don't think it'll matter at all. Right, this bit now. Come on, we can do this. We can do this. On. Alright, put that on global. We have to clean that up on the low poly as well, but let's just do this first. Oof. Mesh, isn't it? There we go. Hold on, we need this. All right. That one's done. I think the rest should be quite easy now. You hope, anyway. You do hope. Okay. Need to subdivide this. It's literally just going through the same steps. Just for every single piece. And there's an issue. I need to fix, like, see this. It's hard to see on the stream probably. I put it back to my glossy mode. There's like a weird, like ribs. Like this little warping. That's a horrible, that'll come up and it will show and it will be horrible to look at. So we need to fix that. Essentially just need to join these lines because they're not connected to anything. It doesn't know where to go. It has no idea where to go. Now it does. So it's a lot better. You don't have that warbling. So we have to do the same on this side. Do the same. And then we have to do the same on each level of this. Because there's one here, there's one there, and there's one there. Like I said yesterday, I think I said someone asked me what my job was like. I said sometimes it's just like I'm an old granny knitting, just welding vertices together. Okay, maybe it's not so bad on this bit. No, it's not. No, it's not here. Ooh, maybe it is a little. Probably didn't need that many, but we'll just go with it. Do the same over here. And up here. Okay. And this piece is pretty much done. Just need to fix that end there. Nice. I don't think I need to put a modifier on this piece. It's literally just a plane. So we'll just keep the rigidity of it and just call it a day. Now we'll do this piece. I think we're halfway through. Are we? It does not feel like we're halfway through. Oh no. What's this? Oh, we'll just duplicate it. I wanted 2 labels. Oh, I don't want to do that though. Put that back. We want to duplicate it. And then make a high poly of it. Ooh, there you are. And subdivide. Ooh, bit on this end as well. Where is it? There it is. Fighting with the computer. Neat. Neat, neat. We want 2 of these. I want 2 in my UV space. So I just move it up like that. Okay. So they're done. The legs. Okay. Turn this mode off. Studio again. Leg. Low poly. Duplicate. Leg. High poly. And we need subdivision. Might have to like, yeah, we'll definitely have to do something there. Think. Yeah, I knew it. It's like causing these errors here because it doesn't know where to go again. So we need to tell it where to go. So we'll just make a bunch of cut lines on the top and the side here. And we'll just weld, just join some of these vertices together. And that should clean up the issue. And presto, we've got one end. Let's do the same on the other, just to make sure. Can't really see. Just X-ray it. Perfect. Look at that. Got to do the same down here. There's like a. Need to remove this triangle though. It's sort of in the way. Just like this. Probably didn't need that many cut lines. Probably did not. But we'll just leave them. Like I say, it doesn't need to be the cleanest. As long as it it's all smoothed and there's no visible errors like when you look at it like this, then you should be good. I'm not sure if that gap is visible on the low poly. It is. It's because for some reason this isn't over here. And we also don't need these faces. This. And I think there's one at the... Have I got the one at the top? Is there another one at the top? There's another one at the top, isn't there? Yeah, got it. And there's one there. I see you. And we'll come back and clean that up later. That's weird. Is it always like that? You just know, it's so funny when you start dissecting these pieces that you've done. You start looking at them individually, you start noticing like where you may have gone wrong. It looks like this isn't where it should be. Weird. Don't know why it was like that, but we fixed it. Let's do this piece now. This one should be easy. Should. I always say should. Never know. Have the cut lines again. Help out the shape. Let's turn off this snapping. It keeps snapping in the wrong places. Oh, I don't know why it's not being a bit weird today. It won't go horizontally. Oh, it does now. We got it. We got it. Hide all those. For this. Many pieces, so many pieces. Perfect. Okay. Next one. And subdivide. I knew it. I knew it would do something like that. Fix them. Ah. There we go. It like creates this, which I don't want. We just need to just pull it back. Let's fix those. Just add some rigidity to it, like the other pieces. Maybe some at the back. See, again, like there's this gap here. This is an easy fix. Just drag it all the way to the top. Drag it all the way to the edge. It's gone. And that will probably be okay. I don't think I need to put anything fancy on the back. I don't think we'll really... I don't think we'll even see the back, typically. So I'll probably... I'm not sure how I'm going to UV that bit. Probably do it. I'll probably divide it into squares and just put a tileable bit there. It just seems so unnecessary to have such a large space for something you're just not going to look at when you're going to look at it mostly from the front. But we'll make those decisions when we come to it. Right now, we just want to finish the high poly. And I don't know why I do it in this order. I'll make my basic low poly that's, you know, all good, just needs a bit of cleanup. And then I jump to high poly, because there's no point doing all the cleanup on the low poly, putting loads of triangles on it, because when you try to subdivide them, it can be very difficult. You're kind of doing double work for yourself, because you have to get rid of the triangles to subdivide, otherwise you get loads of smoothing errors. So I just like doing it in this order, to be honest. Fix these errors on this. Easy. So we want to keep as much of it as quads as possible. And really nothing of triangles. Now we need to straighten this out. Add some rigidity. Some more rigidity. Looks like a switch. Kind of. That'll do. What piece of wood is this? Ah. These little bits. Here we go. This should be easy, this one. Another easy one. Just do it that way. Perfect. What's the next piece? There's so many pieces to this. So many pieces that make up this organ. We're almost there, though. We're almost done with the high poly. Then we can see it all. The big reveal. Just all these bottom pieces. Oh no, we've done that. The pedal frame. The pedal hole. Okay. Interesting. We did do that. Why would it do that on that side? Huh. Oh. It's missing something here. There we go. Fixed it. Does mean I need to fix that on the low poly as well, so I'll do that before I move on. It was literally just a missing face. That'll do. So that was the pedal frame, and it's over that end. We just want this face. Easy. Now, I don't know if I want to add the grills in this bit. Probably should. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Not here. Here. How do I want to do this? Oh, it's going to be annoying, actually. Maybe I'll do it in the actual texture. I'll do it in Substance. Because you can add like a bevel in Substance. I think that'll be easier than... Yeah, it would be easier, actually. Let's do it that way. So let's not worry about it in the high poly. That'll do. Handle. Just want to clear this sharp. No, we want to duplicate it first. And then clear the sharp. Then add, say, a crease here. Maybe a slight bevel here. Subdivide. Not by 4, by 3. And again, I bet this is... Actually, it's not too bad. But we'll do this anyway. Looking good. Almost there. Yes, okay, we've duplicated it now. Just do that. I think should also just quickly weld these pieces or join these pieces. I don't know why there's a vert there. Is that this weird shading going on now? I think it just needs, yeah, it just needs a bit more. Just to remove that horribleness to it, so it doesn't appear in the normal map or anything. Maybe a bit more there. I mean, it's not going to be super glossy like this, so it's more diffuse, I guess. Actually, it's kind of a semi-gloss wood, isn't it? But you won't see a lot of imperfections if there is any. But it's good to like eliminate as much as possible. It's a bit. It's a very boring piece. We can just easily do. Few cut lines. I think that will just work. Should really add a bevel around it. Just so it's not so curved, because they're not going to be curved, they're going to be quite straight. Oop. Right. We've got it. I'm not going to use the bevel modifier, I'm just going to do it by hand. Not bad. It's this piece now. I think we'll get to the end of all these and we'll make the whole high poly by the end of the stream. Seems like we're doing good for time. And hopefully this afternoon I'd be able just to UV it. Just missing a subdivide. Almost there. Almost there. Ooh, we need to fix this in a bit as well. I guess it doesn't matter actually, because it's going to be hidden, isn't it? Yeah, it is actually. Still fix it. We will still fix it. And that's almost there. Just a few. Oh my gosh, that bit is going to be the worst. Dreading that. God. The rest is pretty self-explanatory. It's just mundane. I've used this word about 10 times already today. But it's like the pieces, these are the things you just have to get through. What do we need? What do we need? Oh, look at that. This one's going to be fun. Ah, I see why, though. I see why it's doing this. Just need to add the bevel there. Ooh. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, I see. There's like a... I've like extruded it inwards and I've left like the rim of it. And it's sort of collapsing in on itself. Easy to fix too. So he says. I wonder what's going on. It looks broke, doesn't it? I wonder if I just like... I don't think that's going to help though. Ah, maybe it's the... No, they're not welded though. I don't think these are welded. Ah. But... Turn this off. These are? Yeah. I've got it. I think I can see what the issue is. It's not even that bad of an issue. It's just sort of hidden underneath everything here. I've already kept these faces for the low poly version, so we don't get any light leak. I don't expect any light leak, but I'm just keeping them there just to like be safe, because I've had it appear on the doors. I don't really want to weld this piece to this piece, and I want them as separate elements. Okay, that's sort of fixed it. This looks like there's something else going on though. Like, I'm not sure why like that would be sticking up in the air like that. Maybe if I put the face there, that'll help. Does it need one at the bottom? Yeah, probably. Oh no. There you go. Fixed it. That looks much better. Let's just add some support. Bit of rigidity to it. Maybe to these as well. And this bit. Much better. That one's fixed. A few more to go. A few more to go. Keep. keep this hard edges here. Wonder if I can. I can do it this way. Does that work or just by angle? Ugh. Let's remove these though. How many did I put in? 4. It was 4. I think it was 4. Oh. All these horrible... Come on, think you can get rid of this. Let's see. I think it might be just because these bevels are just buggering it up. No, it's not. Why is it doing that then? Ah, okay. Sorry. Yeah, I saw why he was doing that. Let's put a crease here. Let's put some kind of bevel here. From normal viewing distance, it's not horrendous. So I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it like that. If something comes up and it looks bad, I'll go back on it. Next bit. Almost there though. How many we got? Oh, it's just a wood pedal is good. Probably I just sense it just taking up all my time on this part of the high poly. I think that element's gonna take ages. Or it won't. So I think I need to... Oh no, it's already got beveled in it. Actually, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. See how that goes. Excuse me. You want to close that. You want to drag that over there. Huh, okay. Well, that one worked. Oh, it's mirrored, isn't it? You forget what's left on here. So like that end is like different from that end. So we should just work on this end. Then it'll just mirror to the other side. That was confusing me for a second. It's just, yeah, okay. It's the top lid. And then the last piece. We should have a nice, complete high poly. Damn it. Just need to join these pieces. There's another one needs to be joined down at the back. And that should... yeah, that should fix it. Oh, here. There we go. Nicely done. Last piece. Last piece. Oh, that felt like it went on forever. Oh, do not do that. You back. Need to duplicate it. Where is it? There we go. Last piece to do. I think I could just literally chuck a... Can I? Can I just do that? Ooh, I can. Almost. Don't know what's going on here. What have I done? Just chuck it in there for now. Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh my gosh, I thought that was going to take I thought it was going to take a lot longer. This piece alone, I mean, the whole process took a very long time. Let's just add a few cut lines just to provide that rigidity. I think, yeah, I think the middle needs them as well, actually. Can we get that? Yeah, they do. Oh, God. Okay. There is one thing that's wrong. How am I going to do this easily? It's just really fiddly. There's just like this little bit in the middle and just to... How annoying. Wonder if I can just select it. Thinking. What's the easiest way to do this? That's the easiest way to do that. As you can see, it's like crunching it. So there's a gap here when I don't want a gap. I'll make sure we do that on the bottom as well. I don't think we need to put as many cut lines on this piece. So these look pretty straight as is. I'm quite happy with them. These bits just need cleaning. We've almost got it. Oh, where's that one? That one's completely missing. That's weird. It's very weird, actually. Might be my fault. Making a mistake or something, I don't know. Must have. This doesn't seem the right height either. It's a bit like that. there's a gap there as well. Interesting. Funny what you find when you crawl over everything. I can't even select that. There we go. Thank you. Shove you in there. There we go. What? That's weird. I don't think Blender likes me today. It's being strange. Being a bit strange. We're almost there. If I can just select, yeah, I can. See what that. Let's see what happens with that. It's only on the bottom. I'm not too fussed. I'll have to check the low poly of it though. Just add a few cuts on here. Just a few here, a few there. A few more. Almost. Right. Now we can unhide all the elements. Have a look at what we've got. Oh, there's so many pieces. There's a lot of pieces with this. Oh. That's the first crash of the day. I accidentally tried to show the wireframe and it didn't like it. Oh, God. I haven't lost anything. It's fine. I regularly save. That's funny. There we go. So we've got that, and then we'll have all the pieces that go on it. They need to go there, they need to go, you know. And then the keyboards and everything else. But we only want to UV this. I don't think we need even all three of them. We can just use one of those. So I don't think we need the array on that. And I know it's symmetrical. I could... but I kind of want to retain like the shape. Ha! I can see an error as well. Right here. What with the bevel on that? No, I don't know actually. It's a bit odd. It's very odd. It's almost like it's not connected correctly. Oh, it just, when you think it's over, there's always something. Look at that. Look at that mess. What's going on? What's happening here? Seems to be the problem. Just don't think that this is welded. Made it worse. What is that then? Yeah, that's not right, is it? It's not right at all. Let's fix this last thing. I'm going to use a mirror modifier so I don't have to duplicate my work. What's that? Is that a line? No, that's something down here. Get rid of that. So let's put a mirror down the middle. Yeah, okay. And interesting. Very interesting. Maybe that's why this was broken. It wasn't, was it? It was. I knew something was up with this. I don't know how that's happened. Like it's kind of like bowing. It's really hard to see, but it's like bowing. I think I'll fix the low poly on that. I don't know how to describe it. It's like bending on each end. Yeah, you can see it here. Oh, that gets thinner. It's supposed to be the same across. It's wrong. I'm not sure how I did that, but I've done it. And I shouldn't have. That's very weird. Oh. Maybe I do know how I did it. I'm trying to cover a hole, wasn't I? Was I? No. Weird. Very weird. When there's so many pieces, there's so many things going on, maybe you accidentally make a mistake. And that's just what's happened here. But let's correct it. Let's correct my mistake. Very easily done. Let's put a mirror on it. And we'll redo the high poly of this. We'll just fix one of them. Oops, not that. We need a mirror. Okay, there you go. Which means, because I adjusted this for no reason then, didn't I? What's going on down here? Let's get that mirror back. Oops, edit, redo. It's not perfect yet. Okay, now it should be fine. What's this piece called? Wood. Okay, I need to fix that as well. So we'll get rid of those two. put this back because it was correct all along. Just didn't like that, did it? Oh, whoops. Remove the layers. We don't need it like that. We need to then create the layers. Then bend it back. Is that working? No, I have to do it by eye now. For God's sake. That'll do. God. Right. Let's fix this piece. Almost there. And we just need to fix this piece. I don't even know if we need a subdivision on this. Because it is all just... Do we not? I don't think so. Just need to add... Nah, actually we do. Let's put it on. Yep. Just need to fix that little hole there. Presto, done. Look at that. Okay. Right. Let's just double check. Go around the model. See if there's anything that looks a bit... I mean, there's like a gap. How do I want to fix that gap? Otherwise, it would just be like a black, horrible line there. Oh, hello. Let the faces instead then. Pull it in. Sweet. I think that's it. Can remove that. That's our high poly. The low as well, which I still need to clean up. So I have to go through each piece, unwrap them, and clean up any issues that they may have. Oh, where's the top of this? Oh no. Someone forgot to duplicate them. I make that mistake all the time. I sometimes drag it down and not thinking, and we need my low poly version of this back. Oh, that's going to be annoying. going to be slightly annoying. It's not that bad. It is that bad. Just doesn't get rid of these cut lines. It mirrors down the middle, so I only have to do half of it. Clean this up properly as well. Yeah, so we need to like go through each element, and then we need to unwrap them so we can get a, but they're all, yeah, it's all broken at the moment. So we need to unwrap them, and then we need to pack that into one UV sheet, which is going to be just one square. And then we can do all the fun bits of baking and painting. But I think I can get this done by the end of the day to get to painting tomorrow. Just see how we do for time. But I'm going to call it a stream for today. So I'm going to get some lunch, as it is just gone 12 o'clock here. And I'm quite hungry. And I need to take a break. That was a lot of subdividing, cleaning, going through each piece, making sure everything was where it needed to be, and just generally, and organizing, renaming, because it's just a lot. If you could see on the side panel here how many different elements there are that make up this one model, and I'm sure we could make more, but I'm going to keep it as is. I think that's more than enough detail on something like this. And yeah, so now we just have to move on to the next part of the workflow, and that's just going to be UV in it. And I don't like UV in stuff that much. It can be easy, it can be I would never say fun, but it can be easy. Yeah, thanks for streaming this stuff. Really interesting content. That's no problem, man. I mean, it's super exciting today, but I promise, like, I'll probably do it tomorrow as well. Tomorrow will probably be more exciting, so we can actually get on with you know, texturing it, and we can put it in the engine, we can have a look at it, and we can see how it's, you know, finally comes together. Obviously there's a bit more to this organ than just the player itself, because you got the keyboard, and then do I even have the block for it? I haven't put it in yet, but there's gonna be a big block behind it with all the pipes and the org, like, and that's what's gonna make it super dramatic. I wonder if I should model a lamp to put on here so I can just shine a light on this in here, so it just sort of maybe draws your eye to it. Maybe we'll see about that, but that'll do for now. I'll try to be back tomorrow. I don't think I've got anything on that's gonna distract me from my computer, so we can do this again. Yeah, and I actually have an end screen today. It's a very boring end screen, but I have an end screen. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you potentially tomorrow. Have a nice day, yeah? Ooh, and also, all of our packs are 30% off until December 3rd. So you can get residential houses, small town stores, everything that we have on Unreal Marketplace. It's pretty cheap. You can't say no. Have a good day, guys. See ya.